First off, thanks for your time. And now tell us, Mr. Robles, who are you? What do you do? How do you do it? And when do you have the time to do it?
Well, thank you for having me on this interview today. My name is Carlos Robles. I go to Mesa College. My major is kinesiology, and I really like academics. I hope to continue my academics and continue playing the sport I play, is football.
So I hear a lot about football, and I hear you as a high school captain of the offensive lineman. How is it for you to come to San Diego Mesa College, so different from the Bay Area, to Southern California? How has that transition been towards you?
Well, it's not really a transition. I'm just saying it's a life choice. I didn't have a I had a chance to play over there in Northern California, but I decided to come and bring my talent to Southern California. That's why I chose Mesa College and continue playing the sport I really love.
Was there any coaches involved in this
There
transition?
was a lot of coaches involved in this. It was one of my best coaches, Coach Mickey. He told me to follow whatever the next step is. The next step is college football, and that's what I took. The next step.
Okay. How did you transition from high school football to college football? How was that?
Well, it's not easy, I can tell you that, because in high school football you have 6 plays. You have to learn all 6 plays, and me as a captain, I needed to tell all my linemen what to do, my guard what to do, my left guard what to do, my tackle what to do. But in college, you have to know your assignment only, and it's fast paced. So it's hard. It's a hard transition, but anyone could do it if you just put your mind to it and succeed and work hard. And academics always come first. So
As a captain that you were in high school,
yeah,
tell us your captain story, Mr. Robles.
my captain's well. Starting off my freshman year, I started playing in a little school, not that big, tennis in high school. I started up as a freshman. They put me as left tackle. That's where I started. That's where my career, you could say, started. But throughout the years, people saw me as a role model to lead. Cause we were always down by 7, down by 21, and I would always cheer up my team, saying, "There's nothing we could do. Don't look at the scoreboard no more. Scoreboard doesn't tell. If you give it all on the field, and you know you gave it all on the field, doesn't matter what the scoreboard is." And throughout all that transition, my sophomore, junior year, the coaches said, "Oh, you're really a good leader, so we're gonna promote you as captain." After that, I never looked back, and all my teammates followed me, followed how I played, how I thought about the football, and we won championships, 2 championships, and
Did you lose a lot of friends from becoming captain? Transitioning to that leader position, did you lose?
well, not lose, because everyone was happy. Not happy, but they were confused. Why was the shortest lineman a captain, and everyone was like 6'4", 6'5", and why is a 5'9" center being a captain? And I was just like, 'cause I know how to lead, I know all the game plan, and I am smart. I often off the field, I can study all the plays and I know them correctly.
What is the hardest play in the playbook, Mr. Robles?
In college or in high school?
In high school.
No play is easy, but there's no defense that could have stopped us.
Is there a secret
Is there a
to
secret?
developing these techniques that the opposite team can't know about? What is the secret?
You have to be. Well, we were a small team. You know, we were a roster of 25 guys. Don't even know what the hell we're doing. Our technique was to just be a family, and know we have each other's back, and that's pretty much how we succeeded as my high school went through.
So I hear family a lot from football.
Yeah.
What does brotherhood mean to you?
Brotherhood, what it means to me?
Yes.
What it means to me was that I didn't really have. I grew up in a family with 3 sisters, and I was only brother. I was only guy in the family. And going into football, you get to find out that you have more than just one brother. You have 22 other brothers looking after you on and off the field. That's what I like about brotherhood, because it keeps you together. Doesn't give you in a bad trail to get in trouble. They always have your back.
Are you stating that you were the perfect captain
I'm
in
not
high
saying,
school?
I'm not saying I was the perfect captain, because there was a lot of other captains before me, but I was one of them. How do you say, a good piece in the puzzle, so to make their team better.
Do you feel it's mostly in the mentality part or in the physicality part to be a good football player?
Both, because you have to be physical at the point of contact, but and you have to know how to control your anger. You know, when you take off the helmet, you're a person, but then when you put that helmet on, you have to go to work. You have to. It's like going to battle with your brothers. That's how I put it, and that's my point of view.
So, being the first son, the first athlete to Carlos Robles Jr. became a former professional soccer player, how was that breaking news towards your father? That him playing Mexican football, or his only son playing American football, how was that?
It wasn't really a shocker to my dad because no, not to be disrespectful. Soccer wasn't like I like soccer, but I don't see the concept of it. Just kicking the ball. But when I tried out for my soccer team in my middle school, I didn't make the team. That's really like downgraded me. My dad was like, well, maybe soccer's not for you, and I was just like, oh, true. So I found another sport, and it was football because I'm big. They needed big people, and I felt home. Pretty much.
What is your motive?
My motive?
Since you were little, what is your motive? What drives you? What is it?
What drives me is that to go to school, wake up every morning, knowing that I'm gonna I wake up to a good job. I want to wake up every morning, smile, and always have money in the bank. I want to give my mom a house that she never had. The motive I have is, what is my why? My why in life is, what do I do this? Why do I wake up every morning? Why do I wake up at 6 in the morning every day, cross that border line of education? That's my motive.
So what does family mean to you?
Family is everything to me.
Let's start with your parents.
My parents.
Your dad. Let's talk a little about your dad.
What is there not to say about my dad?
What did he teach you?
He gave me everything I always wanted. I was a spoiled kid as a little kid. I was spoiled. Everything I wanted. If I wanted the latest games, the latest toy, he would go off for a limb, and God gave it to me. Everything, you know. My mom was the same way. I was the only boy, so I was spoiled. And that's pretty much it. But they taught me well. They educated me. They taught me how to do everything. You know, wake up in the morning, take a shower, brush my teeth, eat healthy. I'm not a healthy kid, but they taught me all that.
So, what was the downfall of you? Because during high school, what was the downfall that really neglected you from achieving university-based levels?
A lot of stuff happened to me. It was, let's say, a ladder. I was climbing up, 8th grade year, but then a little tragedy happened that really messed up my education. It didn't let me go through the process of learning everything else. I lost the greatest person in the world, as I put it.
Which is?
To the transition of going the ends of school. I lost my father at the end of 8th grade. That really tormented me, made me not even want to go to school no more, made me not even play football, didn't make me feel like I wasn't in the world no more. I felt like nothing no more.
And you feel like football brought you up?
After all that happened, I went to high school. I started 9th grade, and I didn't know what to do. My mind was gone. I didn't know what to expect without let's say my dad right there right next to me, tell me what was right or wrong no more. It was just me against the world. And keep joining football just changed my direction. It made me realize there's more to life than just sit there and think about the bad. You just need to live your life and know that everything's going to be okay.
Do you feel without football you would be the same person you are today?
No, without football,
What would be different?
Without football, I think I would have took the wrong turn, and maybe gone crazy.
As in what?
Maybe I would have. Maybe I would have started doing some bad stuff. Maybe I would have just said, "F school, don't even graduate, don't even go to college no more."
So let's talk a little about college. You chose Mesa College. Why?
I chose Mesa College because it's a nice college, a nice campus. It makes me feel like I'm in college, even though if it's a community college, but it has a good program in football. I like their offensive scheme. I like their education. I like their class. I like the teachers. And
what would you say is your favorite subject, Mr. Robles?
My favorite subject, no lie, to me, it's math. I love math. I'm really into math. I'm not really good at English. As you can see, I'm not a really good speaker, but I really like math.
Do you feel like math connects to football?
It does.
In what way?
A lot. Because in what angle you're going to hit your guy, that's geometry. At what is velocity of speed you're going to catch him. You're not really going to use that in life, but it's math. Math is 10-yard line. How many feet are on 10 yards? That's 10 feet, and you already know that. Well, you should know this already.
So what about math do you want to achieve?
Well, my major is kinesiology, so I have to go to statistics, maybe algebra, no, not sports algebra, my bad. It's college algebra. That's what I need to go to.
Now, with the emphasis of kinesiology, as you mentioned, sports medicine,
Yeah.
What would be your emphasis in your dream job?
The emphasis in my dream job. If football doesn't achieve for me or doesn't make me go to a profession to the NFL, I always want to have a backup plan. That's what my dad taught me. Don't always go for the easy way. Always have a backup plan. So if football doesn't work out for me, I want to be a sports doctor. To be in the side of a football player, know their injuries, I've been through that, so I would know how to deal with the problem.
So what do you feel is a conspiracy between community college and entering the university level?
What's community college? Community college is just it's a calm down school. Like right now I go to Mesa College. The football team it's calm, it's not that big, but when I achieve to university, it's gonna be double days, triple days, it's gonna be everyday football.
Are you aware of the different divisions?
Different divisions of football?
Yes.
Yeah, I know all the divisions of football.
What's the difference between community college leagues and university leagues?
Community college leagues are always smaller. They always pick the closest schools to where the district is. And in universities, they always pick the farther ones. Like we have the Pac-12, the Big Ten, and all that. But it doesn't really matter. If you just do whatever you're taught, no one can really stop you.
So after Mesa College, as being an Olympian, what do you want to proceed as?
After Mesa College, I want to graduate from Mesa College first, and I want to go to Fresno State University, or I want to go to California State University. Those are my top two colleges.
Do you plan on getting drafted? Do you plan on going in the NFL Combine? What are your fears?
It's not a fear. It's not really a fear. It's just, let's think logic. I'm a 5'9" player. If I do make it, there's going to be a 1 out of 1,000 men who make it. I'm not scared. It's not a fear, but let's just think. I'm always thinking the worst before I think the best. Because if I think the best and I get bad news, it's just like I'm gonna feel worse about myself. Like I gave it all, I'm getting bad news. So.
But does that always live behind your head?
No, it doesn't live behind the head. Every time I put on a helmet, I always give 110%, and then I know I'm gonna win. 95% of the time, I'm gonna win.
Are you afraid that football could end any minute? Your football career?
It could if if life happens. It's life and it's football. If something in life happens, and I'm gonna have to take one for the team and stop playing. That's how I was raised.
How would you develop life skills from that?
Well,
if it were to happen or if it wouldn't?
If it did happen, I would feel really, it would devastate me, but I would know that I did it for a good cause. So football is always gonna be there for me. I'm a football fan. I love football, but if I have to do something that really has to be done, then I will quit everything and get it done.
Is fame important to you?
Fame is not important to me.
Why?
There's what's the point about being famous? It's not really that. But okay, you're gonna have money. What's the point of having all that money? What are you gonna buy the whole world? No.
Charities.
And I know, but when I've been living in a struggle life, and you don't see them NFL players donating to one of us.
So that does not really impact your decision?
It doesn't really impact my decision, but I wanna make money again to give my family all that they never had.
And where exactly is your family? Are you alone?
Right now, to tell you the truth, we live in a little condo here in El Cajon, and that's not what I really like. I want us to have a big house. I want my mom to have the best car. I want my sisters to get to go in life too. My little sister to go to college. I want to pay for college, and me myself, I want to go out and do stuff too.
So, Carlos, what is next for you? What is next step for you?
My next step to me is, well, right now I'm 18 years old, of course. To continue to continue to continue and never. Is there a problem?
Mom, para! Continue education? Continue education, Mr. Robles?
I want to continue education.
Do you have a job, Mr. Robles?
I used to have a job.
What are your jobs consist of? Because I feel like that's a very important decision.
I don't know why they always get me as cook. They always make me do the big heavy duty stuff, and I don't have no problem with doing that. It's putting money on the table. So anything to get the job done, I'll do it.
That's so perfect, Mr. Robles. Now, just one final question from your fans, because I know you do have an Instagram page.
I do.
How do you feel about social media first?
I like social media. You get to interact with people. You get to know stuff, learn stuff that you don't even know about, like music, photos, everything. I like it. It's interesting.
Is there one certain superstar that you follow?
Look like NFL star or
NFL star. Let's talk about
anybody I follow.
Let's talk about athletes that you follow. Football.
I really like Nick Mangold. If you ever know about him, he's a center for the Jets. I really like him. He's big. He's strong. I know F with him.
Do you highly know his statistics?
I know his statistics really well.
What would be one that you recommend us to know?
He's in 2014. He only allowed 1 sack. And he pancaked 14 times. Every play, every down, he just finishes the block. And that's why I was like, wow, I want to be just like him.
Is there one conspiracy from the NFL that you would like to discuss with us? That you feel it should be propelled to us?
What do you mean?
A conspiracy.
A conspiracy. Whoa. I'm sorry. I think I broke your chair. Well, the conspiracy towards the NFL, like, there's nothing much I could say to it because I'm not really working there, but there's a lot of they make a lot of rules up every year. It's not equal to people. Like, this guy was drafted from the Marines, but he only went there for the preseason and he got cut because he was 5'7". That could be a conspiracy. And then this football player, he was Michael Sam, who I followed when he was in college football. He was one of the best. He turned out to be a gay NFL player. And nobody wanted to get him a contract or nothing because he was gay. And I don't really follow that. I don't know why they would say that, why they would do that, but that's pretty much all I could say about that. NFL is a big company, so they know more than I do.
Okay, perfect, Mr. Robles. Now, one more question. If you had $1,000, what would you do with that money as of now?
If I had $1,000, I would save them and work my butt off to make 1,000 to make it to 1 million, and start off from there. Start from scratch, and keep going. Save up for college.
So you've been in the spotlight quite often. We have seen your plays. We have seen your highlights. One thing that Carmen from Detroit wants to know. Do you regret any relationship you had with the whole tragedy that happened within your girlfriend in 2008?
I don't like talking about this. Okay, so whatever happened, happened. I'm not gonna talk about it a lot. It was her fault. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna come to the camera and say it was my fault because it wasn't. The papers say it all. That's pretty much all I can say.
Is there anything you want to tell your fans that they
Well,
don't know about you?
I don't really like. I'm open book. You know, if you follow me on Instagram at Carlito by Raiders, you know my life story. If you talk to me, hey, what's up? I'll talk back. I'm not like don't look at my face, don't look at me. No.
But for a short period of time, you did have your account private. How is that leading your fans into meeting you?
I don't know how to put it public. That's why I had it on private. I don't know the system so well. Like some other people, I feel like I'm old, but I'm only 18, but I don't know how to use that stuff. I'm telling you right now.
So, what would be the final take on you, Mr. Robles?
The final take up on me is that it won't be the last time you hear from me. There'll be more interviews, maybe in the future, maybe in the NFL Network, maybe in the ESPN. Maybe I'll be in one of the NFL games, helping a player out. But you're gonna remember my name. One of these days, I'm gonna be something in my life.
Okay, Mr.
Probably
Robles.
not in jail, but I'll be something in my life.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.